second Wednesday that we're here. I've lost track of the days. I think it's like 9 or 10 or something like that. But we are going to Tokyo Disney today, and I just wanted to share before we go in that I have avoided everything. Like, I've avoided looking at the map, I've avoided looking at vlogs of people going to Tokyo Disney. All I've seen is like a picture of people in front of the castle. So I'm really excited because AJ has mapped out everything and he knows where everything is. But we're gonna go inside. So let's go to Disneyland. Woo! What you got there, honey?
Popcorn.
What kind of popcorn?
The caramel kind.
Is it good?
It's real good.
It's so good.
It's super good.
How was your churro? Good.
Down and out, watching a big army that was playing at the time.
So we just got off the Tiki Room in Tokyo Disneyland, and it's totally different than the other Tiki Rooms. It's totally, like, you probably don't care about it because you probably watched that, but for me, like, I didn't know that it was Stitch themed, like, the whole time, and then, like, Kawaii Mom texted me and told me to go on it, like, right today, and she's like, cause there's Stitch, and everybody was like, oh man, she found out before we go on it, but I was really excited. It was so cute. I really liked it. I think I still love the original because that's so much like Walt Disney made that, but that was a super cute idea to do it that way, and I love seeing anything with Stitch. So
Plus the original had, or has, Dole Whip.
well, it has Dole Whips. Yeah. So they don't have Dole Whips here, but yeah. Traveling took a long time, and we knew that we were going to be walking a lot tomorrow at Disney Sea. We decided to leave early so we could relax at the apartment and be ready to walk the next day. I think at any Disney resort you're going to have a fun Disney day. However, this day ended a little bit differently than we were expecting. In fact, for a little while there we thought it was going to be the worst day of the trip. Since my mom was injured, she decided to stay home, but we really wanted to experience Denny's in Japan. I don't know if you guys have it in your country, but Denny's is like a very typical restaurant here in America. In fact, I feel like it's like known for its American style food. So since it's known for that, it was really interesting to us to see what they had in Japan, so we really wanted to go. There was one not far from the apartment, so we decided to walk there, and we got to try some unique food. There was definitely nothing the same on the menu. It was completely different than the American Denny's. Much more food catered to Japanese people, obviously, because it's Japan. We got to try our one and only parfait of the time we were there, and it was very average, nothing special, but we were really stoked that we got to make it there. After we ate, we decided to go to the Don Quixote store, which we had previously gone in earlier days, to get a couple of things and shop around again. When we were almost to the store, which was a couple of blocks down, Dad realized that he did not have his phone on him, and so he told us to continue on and he would go back to the restaurant and go find it. Don Quixote is a pretty big store, so we were shopping around for a while until I saw my dad, and he looked distraught and told me that it was gone. He said, it's gone. Oh my gosh, I cannot describe to you how my heart sank at that moment. It was one of, like, still to this day, one of the most terrifying moments of the entire trip. Because we are limited to our Wi-Fi, AJ was carrying the Wi-Fi, and so I couldn't get a hold of him, and it took us forever, but we finally found each other and ended up talking about it, and Dad decided to try to take Sammy to see if she could talk to them more and figure out if they had it. So we finished our shopping really quickly, and then AJ and I went back to the apartment, told Mom, and eventually both Sam and Dad made it back to the apartment, and there was no luck. No sign of it. They said they hadn't seen it. We were pretty much ripped apart about the whole thing. My dad was ripped apart about the whole thing. I mean, not only is losing your cell phone losing like a personal item of yours, but he was using it a lot during this trip. It had some pictures on it. It had his GPS system, which he and AJ were really like the anchors of the trip to find out where we were going, and it was gone. I've lost my phone a few times actually. So my first thought was I need to see if I can get in contact with this person. The phone wasn't going to work unless it was on Wi-Fi, so maybe this person eventually would get to Wi-Fi, and so I messaged them and I said, hey, please return this phone, we need this phone. I messaged them on Facebook, so I did it to my dad's Facebook. After a little while, my dad decided to take the Wi-Fi and hope to connect to his phone somehow, and walked around near the restaurant just kind of as a last minute hope that he had. And so while he was gone, we were getting ready for bed, and then probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours after we had left Denny's, I got messaged back. Somebody messaged me and said, hi, I just got home. Who is this? Where are you at, basically, and it was in English, and so I was like, oh my gosh, and so I ended up calling them on Facebook Messenger, and kind of had like my sister Sam, who speaks really good Japanese, she was like our translator the whole time, just in case they couldn't speak well. He ended up speaking English fine, and we were all on speakerphone and asked him if he would meet us at Denny's, and so AJ took off and went to go get the phone at Denny's. Me and Mom and Sam are like waiting there, and we're unable to contact Dad because he does not have his phone. He has the Wi-Fi wandering around but does not have his phone. And so we wait about, I don't know, half an hour to 40 minutes before AJ finally comes through the door holding the cell phone, and we were like freaking out, just like, where is Dad? Did you not see him on the way there? He hasn't come back either. How did you get the phone? What happened? So long story short, AJ went into Denny's. This guy who was Chinese came up to him speaking really good English and said, hey, is this your phone? And AJ said, yeah. And so he ended up talking to him. It was this friendly guy who had lived in Indiana before and was now living in Japan, going to school, and really wanted to like connect with AJ, and just a really social guy, young, around our age, and super friendly, super nice. Like, talked to AJ for a while before AJ was finally like, I gotta go back to give the phone back. And he eventually understood that and basically ended up saying goodbye, and AJ thanked him so much and came home. And so it took a while before Dad finally came home, and we were like, we have it! And he wasn't initially, he just asked how. He didn't even know. He just asked how, but we got it back. So, oh my goodness. I would have said, praise God, if we didn't find the phone, because that would have been his will and that would have been the best for our situation. But oh my gosh, the story is just crazy. We were so thankful. But I feel like when it's an exciting, happy thing, even more so, I want to praise God. And that was the end of our night, and we were just blown away by the whole situation. The whole evening was insane, and that was like probably the craziest part of our trip. Thank you guys so much for watching my Japan vlogs. I know they're coming out slowly, unless you're watching this way after I posted them all. Then hey, I hope you're having fun watching through them all. But obviously the next one is going to be us going to Disney Sea, which I'm really excited about, and I hope you guys will enjoy that as well. I always like to mention, while I was there, I posted pictures on my Instagram, so if you want to see some other pictures from the trip that I didn't post on this video, go ahead and check out my Instagram. It'll be further back because obviously I'm posting these later, so May of 2016 they'll be posted. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the next section. We're getting to the end of the trip, finishing off the Japan vlogs, but thank you again so much for watching, and thanks for spending time with me.